I think the platform's extremely helpful. I downloaded a lot of the resources onto my iBook, so it helped while I was at work just looking through things. I think what helped was the one-on-one call that I had with Becky specifically also, because we went through the USPs that I thought were beneficial, but then again, narrowing things down, saying exactly what's needed, and that whole tell me about yourself, that practice really helps. Listening to obviously all of your web resources. You had so many online videos, which helped. The podcast helped. Driving to work back and forth, just listening to it again and again and again. That for me, repetition like that helps. I was very nervous. And then I told myself that there was no point. So I looked at all of the examples and all of the example questions that were there on the platform, put all of my answers in. So I realized then that it was not going to be difficult because technically my examples were already part of all of the answers. So I just needed to be me in structure form. Woke up in the morning, again, just listening to the podcast on my journey in helped. And then that's it. So I think I told myself I can only be whoever, I can only give it my best shot and be me. And I've been shortlisted, so I just have to perform.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to think of it. I really like the idea of being you, but in structured form, because that's exactly what you want to do. You're not trying to be me or someone else, but you need to just give yourself a bit of structure so that it's not all over the place, but still be you.
Maybe one interesting thing was the fact that, the question about one piece of advice that stuck with you or one feedback that stuck with you. I changed it around. Initially, I looked at negative feedback as one of my examples, but actually I changed it on the day. I don't know how that happened. I think it was just, I got comfortable, but I talked about a positive feedback and then I spun it around from the CEO that she gave us a positive feedback, but it was all due to patient flow and patient care. And then I spun it around to say that these are the ways that we can improve patient care and patient flow within the department and the hospital. So I think, that was a bit of a curveball, but I managed to turn it around. So it didn't sound like as if I was like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. But all of my examples of feedback were, I thought in my head, and all the prep that I did was for negative. Then I thought, let me just spin it around. Because I think either the podcast or probably the online resources actually mentioned to spin things around in a positive way. So it doesn't look like it's your weakness. It's more of a strength. I would like to thank the Academy. What this Academy provides is basically a full-on preparation, not only for interviews, for consultant interviews. I think it's for any interviews, which us in the NHS are probably not that great because you're never really prepared for these things while training. So I think this is not only interview prep, I think it's prep for dealing with board members, dealing with other departments, dealing with other personalities, and essentially just presenting yourself well, isn't it? So I think there's a lot more to it than just the interview.